I'm not so sure I know how. I will not lie to Najua is a TikTok move.
Right?
No.
But there was somebody here in the audience who was singing like, you were like, hey,
microphone, you know?
Msanii, anajiita nani?
Anajiita
Gody Tennor. Yeah, atakuwa na to join in the building. Yeah, tuambie hizo songs kwanza zinatoka, because you listen to those songs you're like, hee, kwanza hizo lyrics, and then the beat.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
Alafu sisi wenye hatuelewi urban tone. Holiday unaelewa urban tone? Unajua?
Naweza kuwa misi Gen Z, but
you understand those details.
It's
going to be a fire show today right here on Your World. Good to see you. My name is Zuni Lubamba. It's Trendy Thursday, and I'm so happy that you get to join us this morning. There's someone here. Alafa kutuambia where she was.
I am happy to be here, and I know it feels like a Friday, man.
I know it does.
That, you know,
it really does feel like a Friday.
Even the Tunanza Thursday show.
Yep.
We are exactly who we think we are, right?
Yeah, that's what we are.
Yes, yes. If it's trending, we'll definitely talk about it. Yes, I've been away for a bit, but I am happy, excited to be here. But when you're holding the fort like the boss lady you are, so good job.
Okay, so today, being a Thursday, and as we usher in Friday, we're looking at Control, Shift. We're not deleting.
No, we're
okay?
not. Not today.
We're not deleting today. And we're looking at hustling in the digital age. And we'll be looking at digital hustle and youth culture. An amazing conversation that we all should have and should be aware of.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And especially right now with the young people, we want to get rich, number one, and number two, we want to get famous, and number three, we want everything.
Everything. And it's a platform that in Atumiwa for everything. If it's politics now, we are realizing activism is louder on those platforms. We've seen people being interviewed for like fixing the nation because they were very loud on social media because of what is happening in the country.
It's like a whole movement.
Exactly. Wewe ukiwa huko tulikuwa tunajua msanii kidogo akapika akadecide niapika tu hivi moja and then social media iko tu hapa, and then saizi ni viral recipes back to back. Kidogo my outfits, we're not going to Gikomba anymore because
we're not because we have someone who does all that for you. Sit back, relax, enjoy the content, and bye. Most importantly, okay? Bye. We have them here on set today. Watuambie, first of all, why the digital space, okay? And how they're making it work. Because we have so many people in the digital spaces.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there.
Right?
Niko na account ya TikTok. Niko IG. Facebook, by the way.
What's your Facebook? Hi. Hello.
Yes, niliuliza ya pili if I'm making money ndio sasa niko hapa leo kuchukua notes.
So that we learn. Yeah. Because there's some people who've not just made money rather, but also like wametengeneza career, you know, out of it. Absolutely. And they're flourishing and they're doing amazing things. So nini yo anafanya yenye hawajawahi tuambia. That is what we're going to learn today on the show. So it's going to be an amazing conversation. We have Portia. She's back, okay? The queen of thrift. What's a tutumuita hivyo leo? The queen of thrift. And she is a thrift influencer. Karibu sana. How you doing this morning? You look up busy in your thrift. Guys, si tukimaliza show tuwache hapa.
Naomba tuongee kitu.
Ndio.
Kitu kwa M-Pesa. And that's the attitude. You can have it. Iko soko.
When you see me,
you see the business.
Karibu sana, Portia. Good to see you. Good to have you. And we also have Dave Muthengi, a.k.a. Holiday. And he is here. He is a TikTok chef. I want to say TikTok chef, influencer, all of the above. Good to see you.
I mean, when it comes to titles, that ujuangi wekeni.
Sindio. Wala takutumia gani leo?
Hata sijui.
It's like it's this wine. Tuanzie wapi.
But utaki kusema Facebook?
Facebook.
I'm on all platforms. I'm basically creating on all platforms. Thanks for having me.
Karibu sana.
Nice to see you.
Yes. And audience, yay. And we'll also be joined by, like we said, Gody Tennor, who is an urban artist. Msanii lazima tuachele. Msanii.
Inaitangwa celeb arrival. Kama mlikuwa mnajiona ma celeb. So hizi ngojeni tuko hapa waiting.
Joined into the conversation, and like we always say, we're live, so that means you can call in and ask any question that you have. You know, as far as the digital space and making money and career out of it, and just surviving. You know, because it's not an easy space to venture into. But before that, we also have a question for you.
Yes, we have a question for you today. Swali la leo ni, what's your digital side hustle nickname? What is your digital side hustle nickname? Use your last snack plus your favorite app. Last snack plus, mina jua last snack yako ilikuwa nini? What's your last snack and your favorite app? NTV Kenya on all our social media platforms. Tuambie. That is equal to your career, your name, digital space.
Now I'm thinking.
What is your last snack? I know. I don't know. I know two.
Okay.
The one just before we got in studio. I'm at the one that you came taking in the car.
No. Not that one. Not that one.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. Now I'm thinking. Favorite snack.
Yeah. Last snack. Is it favorite?
Last. It's not favorite. Last.
Last snack. Let me see. Your last snack and your favorite app.
So my last snack, okay, not the one that I took before we came on air.
Yes.
See, Madre, I promise, see drugs.
No.
Oh my days, but that was like a yogurt with chia seeds and flax seeds and biscuits and nuts and all the above. So you see, it's healthy.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
We need to chukweia mwisho.
I have no idea. Okay, go.
So Mentos. What's your favorite app?
TikTok now.
So your Mentos TikTok. Hey.
What's yours?
I had Ola last night.
Okay.
That's the last time I had my snack. The cheesy ones.
Yeah. Oh, I know, yeah.
And my favorite app is, I think TikTok is my favorite
Ola
app.
TikTok. Ola Talk.
Ola, yes.
Oof. Listen.
Yes.
It is that simple.
Yes.
It is that simple.
Yeah, so tuambie yako.
Tuambie yako. Okay, can we just, no, you need to talk later. You guys, what was your last snack and your favorite app? Platform, yeah. It's like, hey,
very important.
Check. Yes.
So my last snack was smocha.
Smocha, good.
Yeah, smocha. And my favorite app is WhatsApp.
So what's your smoch app?
I can smocha. I'm a WhatsApp.
Okay, interesting. Okay, who wants to go next? Nani kona snack.
Wewe ndio kona mic.
Daddy, aya, go.
Last snack.
Sausage. Please,
microphone closer.
Yes.
Sausage. And my favorite app, TikTok.
Okay. So
what will it be?
Sorting.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Then I attack on the next. Okay. All right.
My last snack, crepes.
Okay.
My favorite app is Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram.
So tegeza jina. Na hiyo itakuwa side hustle yako.
Yes.
Cripgram.
Cripgram.
Ulikuwa umefikiria hii kitu beforehand.
Wewe ulikuwa na Wakenya wewe.
I'd buy from you na kufollow.
Cripgram.
Kila mtu na yake.
All right, go.
I lastly took the grown-ups.
Okay.
So, and my favorite app is TikTok.
Okay.
So it's TikNut.
TikNut. Bro.
Wewe sasa wewe unafanya Mwakenya. Ulipewa kiodi jana usiku na Mabel, si ndio?
Mwende mkapatent hizo majina, mzitumie, believe you're elsewhere.
Right?
Yeah, so we get into the conversation.
Yes,
and
we do.
The conversation is how to thrive. How do you thrive? Because it's there. Everybody has access to this. Platforms, they're free. Tunaingia tu kondani. But the things that you've been able, the reason you're here is because you've been able to use that platform to your own benefits. And we're going to start with you, Holy Dave, because I mean, we've known you for a long time. You've transitioned, evolved, and then you've found a space and grown and made a career out of. You know, out of cooking. I mean, ungetuliza hivi a couple of 10 years ago. Oh, msi anajua kupika chai. Then you know, it didn't look like it. So what was the transition? What was going on before you realized that, oh my God, this is it, I'm gonna ride on this?
Funny thing, Yangu, I won't lie. We're here to say the truth. Inspire guys. I didn't know it would happen. It was a mistake.
Was it?
Yeah, the first day of history, I've told it one or two times, but let me just repeat it because I've now said it here. The first day of your curfew, remember when we were told kila mtu akwe kwa nyumba by
certain time, yes.
And got me to the studio. It's called me give up now. That was my last studio session. Kwa nyumba hivi. I'm chatting with people. Watu tunaulizana, what are you up to? Everyone was on, you know, watching stuff. And me, my attention ikwangi refu sana. So I started cooking. Nikatoa tu liver kwa freezer, nikaanza kupika, ika blow up. By ku blow up na manisha, I was posting on stories the process. So naenda kukata kitunguu naonesha hiyo process. Nikirudi sasa kuweka nyama, nikiangalia like stories zime triple, quadruple, unajua 5 times. So I saw I'm onto something. Ikafika place nikaonesha my kitchen cabinet up iko na spices. Guys were excited.
Okay.
So cut the long story short, it happened to even. The next day, by accident. The next day, I made some chicken and then I called my mom and go, Mom, I'm trending. Mom, I'm trending. My mom and I just strategy. I can be bake on Tuesday. Ile moist chocolate cake will go bake to grow up. Big.
Right on it.
And imagine that's what happened. But anyway, since Nime study business, tumefunzwa ku seize the opportunity.
Yes.
Seize the opportunity. Unajua, success happens when you're prepared in a meet opportunity. Mahali tu kwa hiyo graph.
Mimi niko la swali na hiyo liver. You know, there's so many people waleupika liver, right? And they post it, but they don't get they don't trend, quote unquote. So what is it?
I see where you're going with that. It's how you do it.
Okay.
This is my world. This is how you do it. Unaona vile niko menyamaza kabla like camera action. But sahi unaona vile naongea dramatic.
Yes.
Imagine your drama. I'm sure half of these people hapa kwa hii studio wanaweza pika better than me your liver, given the same ingredients, but in an entertaining way. Life is already too tough.
It's interesting because the way you speak, it's like very soft, but also you throw in some things. You're like, oh wait, we were not ready for that one, and then
and you know people like seeing entertaining stuff and stuff that adds value. So it's education and value. But so I make sure I give 1 or 2 tips hapa kule like inspiration, but pia ka entertain.
I'd like to find out how you make that work then and turn that into money later, because you could be doing, there are people who've been cooking for a bit. Like, probably they don't have the edge that you do, but then what are some of the things that you learned along the way other than just riding the wave? And it was a good thing that you saw the opportunity, kwa sababu watu wanachanga opportunities napita, and you did it.
That's consistency.
Also, I think it's a really good time because tulikuanga hapo hivyo nyumbani atuko.
It's like the
ready audience.
Yes, the accident, quote unquote, but also the perfect
seizing
time.
the opportunity, filling a gap, seeing the competitive advantage you have because you've been in the entertainment industry. You know how to talk and you're confident. Alafu hiyo ingine tu ni consistency. Watu walifikiria ni flukes ati utaacha.
Right?
Kidogo bado 5 years later.
5 years later.
Sisi hao. Macho red nimetoka kupiga content hata asubuhi early morning, you know.
Leo? Really?
I'm always working.
Where?
I'm always working. Hii simu yangu hapa hivi nyuma iko na iko na content.
Okay, let me tell you. What's our 20 break? And then when we come back, then we'd want to understand why that drive. Because a lot of people would say, I can't wait to get into self-employment because need to show up the time I want to show up. But you say, early in the morning before you came here,
because
you know you are creating content. So how is that? And then Portia pia sisi tunataka kusikia from you. Kuna watu wengi sana wako na thrift shop online, but they're not doing as well as you are doing, okay? And I know, yes, you were here before, you shared a bit of your story, but kuna wale wamejoin in leo, okay? And they want to hear more about your story and how you're also making it work. and thriving and making money out of the same. But we need to take a break, okay? And the question that we're asking you today is very simple, okay? Yes. Very, very simple. And that is, what is your digital side hustle nickname, okay? So the thing is, you use your last snack and your favorite app, okay? What is your digital side hustle nickname, and use your last snack plus your favorite app to tell us, okay? So formulate a name and make sure you patent, because it's social media, okay? Tutachukua hiyo jina yako if you find it attractive. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be looking at your feedback after the break. Do stay with us. There's so much to come the other side. Welcome back to the show. Glad you're still with us. It is Trendy Thursday, and today tunaangalia the digital space and how to hustle, okay, in the digital spaces. And why is it that there's some people who thrive, uko, and there's some wenye bado
zero? I'm just and you see, the thing is, people have come out. There's I love this TikToker. Which uko TikTok, like we said, but she made a video and said she doesn't understand. She is consistent. She doesn't like cooking. But since we like that content-ish, so she's been forcing herself to cook. And she does a very nice, humorous commentary while she's cooking. But then she doesn't understand why. She said a podcast, and she's cooking, and we are not... There are no jobs, there's no money. Kuna venye tu vitu hazialign. So it is true, it happens.
It happens. And then, have you seen this ad? I think it's like a YouTube ad where they constantly say, I don't know why the target is usually like over 40. You know, you're over 40, and the only AI tool that you know is ChatGPT. Why?
Take 15 minutes of your day.
Why the 40-year-olds? Let me tell you, some of them are very tech savvy, okay? But also, how do we thrive in the digital spaces, okay? So we're looking at digital hustle and youth culture today on the show. And the question that we're asking you is, what is your digital side hustle nickname? And use your last snack plus your favorite app, okay? So on WhatsApp, what are people saying over there? Wacha tuone watu wa WhatsApp. Wamesema, so this one says, I ate samosa, I used Facebook, so the nickname is Mosa Book. Okay. Hi, we get in. Good morning, your world. You all look amazing. Oh, thanks. It's Sharon from Thika. The last snack I took was yogurt, and my favorite app is WhatsApp. So the nickname can be Yoga App or What Guard. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Morning, your world. Glad to be tuned in. To answer the question, my last snack was Mahamri, and my favorite app is Instagram. Mahagram. Thursday tech on point. Mahagram.
Hey, okay, I would buy from you. Something about Maha seems genuine. Okay, I'm done.
It's the Maha in the Mahagram. That's what we are going with.
Yes.
But they're really unique names.
They are. Okay, Portia, tumekufikia. Okay. And again, just in case someone is coming across you and your content and what you do today for the very first time, please wambie nini yako inaitwa nini, what do you do over there, and why?
Okay, first of all, I'm a social media influencer. Under Portia Hagusu.
Okay.
And I own a thrift shop called Small Thrift.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's called Small Thrift.
Why Small Thrift? Why small? I've always wondered.
Well, I was just looking for a name. And since it's thrifted, and I just started, you know, so...
Because
okay, let me just try. So let me just try. Unajua zile biashara unajaribu tu juu hauna option. So I'm like, small thrift. Because nilikuwa nimeanza zingine za jewelries nini. But siku feel unajua unapendanga exactly. Juu kidogo kulikuwa na shida ya watu suppliers. So nikatafuta mali siwezi kosa. So I was like, okay, let me just do thrift.
And how is it doing? How is it different? Because again, like I said, there's so many people online when you're nauza nguo, you know, and majority of them, because I'm going to get scammers. May order that dress, and they told me to pay because it is the only piece, and then I was scammed.
Nasiwe peke yako unaitaka. ni heri ulipe haraka.
Lipa haraka. Because ukipatiana, what is it called? Ile unalipaga nusu.
Yeah, deposit.
Kuna mwingine alipa full. So we are full atapewa priority. So
na umelike nguo.
Yeah, paid. Scammed. Wakafunga didi wakani block. We have like, you know, So there are those things that are happening online. But then again, there's also you and so many others who are thriving in the business. So what is it about, say, you and the pieces that you sell online that, you know, even stand out and you're growing day by day?
Well, for me, I am keen to detail and to explain, Aji.
Try.
I'm keen to detail.
Okay.
My quality is also nice.
Okay.
So, I guess that is it.
Yeah.
And the reason as to why tumekaa sana ni juu we're honest. Transparency is everything.
Yes.
Yeah, because usianze kusema ati tutadeliver kesho alafu kesho nasema ngoja Friday. You know. So vitukaa hizo then because most of my clients ni wale wa kurudi.
Okay.
I bought there once, I want to come back again.
Exactly. Ukimuzia nguo nzuri atarudi.
That's true.
So hivyo ndio ataambia rafiki yake by then lipa so imeenda hivyo. So hivyo ndio nilianza.
You know how I came across your page? I was influenced.
Exactly.
I was influenced.
Mimi nataka za macho, discount, nini brand ambassador.
Really cool. Really cool. And you know, it goes along what you're saying is and especially in the service industry, it's very delicate. If kosa kudeliver, tutatoroka. You will never see me again. But
true.
if you deliver, and not deliver just like physical, but also in terms of the quality, consistency, you know, honesty, people will always come back. So there's so many young people behind us, and I'm sure akona maswali, okay? Portia akona sisi in the next like 20 minutes or 10 minutes alafu atuache. Nani akona swali? You know, to Portia or to hold as well. Hold it for 2 hours, but it's okay. Yes. Anybody who has a question? Oh, you do? Okay. Mpatie mic.
Yes.
Alafu swali kwa hivi.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Frederick. So my question is, you know, the online business is quite tricky to we as customers. And we as also businessmen, we go through a lot because you have said you are doing like marketing at online. So how can you have that flow that unaweza pata customer unasikia but like boosting online ndio upate those customers wenye wako so local. So ni njia gani yenye mnatumianga ndio mpate hawa customers online kando na wenye wanaambia wengine after kuchukua kwa shop yenu? So kama mimi businessman naweza tumia njia gani ndio ni reach out customers wengi kupitia online?
Yeah, good question. Okay, did you have a question? All right, go.
Okay, I go by the name Jacob. So nilikuwa nauliza most of the people utapata wanatoka at the Nairobi, utapata mwingine anatoka Kisumu, uko side za Western Nyanza huko. So utapata most of the people wako TikTok ndio wameona the quality of the clothes kila kitu, but ayuko ile sure anaweza pata juu utapata the business lady or businessman ako located Nairobi. Na the delivery inaweza kuwa hard to get. Then most of the people utapata at the online wanasema bei watasema bei ni 500 or 1000, then kuminbox anakuambia ni 12, anaongeza bei. So hiyo unaweza saidia James ako the up country side na anataka the quality of the hiyo nguo tu.
Okay. Kuna swali.
Oh, there's another one. Fantastic.
Tutakukumbusha maswali.
I'm Bernard. I like fashion. So, kuna hii scenario unaona nguo, let's say online, then you make an order. Then what you are delivered is different from what you ordered. How do you do about that? Like the quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hi. That's it.
Which one do you want to start with first?
Ya kwanza ilikuwa
the reaching a wider audience.
The reaching.
Yes, and also reaching
boosting. At first when I started, nilikuwa nalipia Instagram. Si unajua ile promote your Instagram. But sasa nilikuja kurealize itaenda kwa watu hata wako Kenya. It's going to, yani target audience yako, it's not the same. So what I did, I worked with influencers, the local influencers, wenye wanaweza saidia kama unafuata tuseme nani, unafuatanga nani?
Demo Facebook.
Huyo nitamtumia. So unaona unafuata demo Facebook. So ukimwona amenunua kitu, utaenda kununulia girlfriend yako kama uko nayo. Ama mama yako ama sister yako. You get. So I used influencers wenye wako in fashion. Sawa? Because unaona kuna wengine wao ni comedians. So nikimtumia kuuza nguo, it won't work.
Okay.
It won't work. So that's what I did. Local influencers and hata mimi nikai market pia mimi.
You see me, you see the business.
Hata ukiingia unasema nauzanga nguo, naweza you know. Yeah, because you never know. Utaenda tu kwa mtu like ukitokea tu there's always clients everywhere. Watu wanavaa nguo. Simevaa nguo.
Oh, I like that. Okay. What was your question was on how do we trust that?
Trust and getting to clients when you wako huko forever.
To be honest, maisha hata wewe ujui utamka kesho. Unajaribu, you know. You just try. Nunua nguo moja, usinunue 10. Sawa? Because I am very transparent. I will tell you the material ni hivi. Iko hivi. Kama if it's faulty, ni sawa tunaweza kuexchangeia, you know. But siwezi kuzia kitu awezi rudi. Because nakutaka kesho.
That's true.
Nasika kula kesho.
That's true. That's true. Okay. And then the other one was on quality, right? What you ordered versus what you get.
Kusema tu kweli, hiyo ni ngumu. Juu kuna nikivaa because most of the time ni mimi nimevaa. So mtu ana expect itatokea vile imetokea kwangu. Quality nayo nitakupea vizuri vile iko. Sasa shida ni wewe
kukukalia the same.
Exactly. Have you had people always ask? People always
inakuja na
mwili.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, but quality nayo kuwa guaranteed. Utapata quality nzuri.
Okay. Fantastic. That's really, really good. Okay. Would you be happiness?
Okay.
All right. But then again, there's always the question of, so how do I start? Okay. Like, how do I start? Because there's so many people, kwanza tutasema saizi everybody anauza nguo online. So how do I start and succeed? Because we want to start today na kesho. Tuko na followers, right? And we make all the monies that we can make.
At first, kusema tu kweli, just start.
Okay.
Be consistent. You're one reel away from kuomoka. So don't stop. For me, kupata niko na 17,000 followers. Kupata hiyo thao nilika over 1 year. Na ni hizo enzi Instagram was not it. There's nothing you can do.
Tulikuwa Facebook.
Mlikuwa Facebook. Ona sasa tulipitana. So imagine nimekuwa tu nikigrow kidogo. Unajaribu huyu, unajaribu influencer anakuletea watu 3. Utafanya nini? Unaendelea tu. Because imagine at the end of the day itajipa. If uko sure quality yako ni poa, uko sure you're doing everything by the books, itajipa.
Okay.
Would you say that najua tunakubombard hivi kwa sababu tuambia time yako ni inatushana hivi, I got places to be. But would you say, Portia, that being that consistent across Small Thrift over the years, you know, showing up, being the model yourself, and nakupigia jioni unaniambia niko soko wetu ongea 2 hours, for you to even come here today like niko soko weeks wachana na mimi kwanza. And would you say that consistency is what probably has given birth to you being like a social media influencer, because they've seen what you're doing for your own business, imagining what it is that you can do for the other people's businesses as well?
Honestly, I started as an influencer.
Okay.
Then Because kitambo nilikuwa napiga toka picha kanafika hapa. Sasa hadi kuna siku kazini yangu akaniambia na unapiga picha. Kwani unanga mwili.
Wewe unapiga selfies?
Zote zilikuwa zinaweka passport. So akaniambia uko na so much ya kuonyesha dunia because unavaa vizuri, you look nice, there's this and this aspect. So nikigrow naanza kupiga picha na nguo mtu anashanga na unatoa wapi? Then I'm like, okay, why am I not tagging the business? So every single time, sometimes I do reels and itapata interactions and they're like, imetoka wapi? Then I'll tag small thrift, then traffic inaenda small thrift. So I've been balancing the two.
So use your personal page to also promote
them.
Exactly. So you get money from this and you get money from that.
That's really, really
Angalia leo series za biashara
wase. Now hizo tips. If you're not learning today. Also, what I've seen is some people buy followers, okay? Unaenda page, huyu ako na 50,000 followers, lakini ukienda kwa likes, 2 likes. Kwa nguo. Okay? So
by the for nguo watu are liking it.
Really?
I will not lie to you, kuna nguo ukienda kwa vitu zangu. Haina hata like moja lakini imenunuliwa.
Sold out.
Utaona kuna watu wamesave hapo kwa bookmark, kuna watu wameshare. By the likes, I don't think like hizo likes
But would you advise though people to buy, especially those ones who are starting out and they want to have like a huge audience?
Don't buy followers.
All right. To connect on WhatsApp, right? Yeah. Okay. So only on WhatsApp, let's hear what this person is asking on the WhatsApp number 0112 500 400. Msanii amefika by the way. Hey!
Celeb arrival! Hey!
Hi, kabla tuulize swali. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hey!
Lakini tumeanza na wewe though. Lakini in absentia.
Then we'll come back to you, okay? So what is the question? Let's see. The WhatsApp number. Can we have the question now? Okay, there we have it. Okay, the question of the day. What is your digital side hustle nickname? Use, your favorite, your last snack
and your favorite app.
Okay.
Yes. So there's the question.
Hello everyone, looking good today. So I'll go direct to my question about using local influencers. Anaweza taka mtu amfanyie advertising zake to earn. Huh?
Okay. Anatafuta kazi.
Unatafuta kazi.
Yeah. Nasema mimi niko hapa. Unatafuta mtu
aingie small thrift tuonge.
DM.
Namesema slide. Amekupatia permission to slide into her not hers.
Small thrift.
Ya kazi tafadhali, ya kazi.
Ya kazi tafadhali, then wonge. Okay, but Holiday, you also talked about consistency and how you either post the content or the language that you use and how you approach, the content. So how did you discover how you do it?
Like this is work.
Yeah. Like people like this doesn't work.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah.
PG, it is 10. It is 10.
But I think anyone who's doing anything creative-wise, not art, you know that the more interesting you are, the more you can sell.
That's true.
And then the more you can scale. Vile tu ulikuwa unasema ukiweka kitu kali hapo hivyo, like unajua ita flow tu, itaenda itself. Like that's called scalability in business. Now, in social media and on digital platforms, the more people save, the more people share, the more there's that commenting and stuff and interactions. Ndio kitu inajipeleka kama mziki, ni kama mziki, like ina scale tu na inaenda. So how to know you're interesting ni hiyo tu kuangalia what do people like when you do it. Kuna zingine hata muuma ukuta, like inaitwa kuma ukuta mimi
kugonga
kuma inje. Kuna zile muuma inje. Hapo hiyo creativity hata mimi mwenyewe nikienda kuupload najua. Alafu kuna zile watu wamenizoea for nini nikijaribu vitu zingine wanakataa. But yeah, consistency ni kitu uwezi omba upewe. You just have to have ni discipline. Ni discipline. Yani hiyo ni discipline. Hiyo hata hakuna nini ama nini. And to me hiyo ndio imekuwa my biggest tool. Kuamka waking up even if you don't want to. Just showing up. Show up Show up hata kama uko ready, show up hata kama uko prepared, show up hata kama una do. Mimi niliuse hiyo liver hapo hivyo tu ile ilikuwa. Hiyo liver alafu hiyo kuku the next day hata sikuwa najipikia ilikuwa mtu mwingine. Just use what you have. Alafu nilikuwa wacha tu niongezee hii point kabla tuendelee kabla nisahau. Hiyo that COVID time si watu walikuwa busy kila mtu azunguka manyumba huko ndio tukifungiwa tu hangout pamoja mpaka asubuhi. Ndio makarao. So hiyo time nilikuwa naenda kwa mahauza watu wakiduma bash. Wana buy ingredients mimi nawapikia for free. Kesho nyumba nyingine like nilikuwa zunguka party. Na edit alafu na video asubuhi. So I was using what I have.
Oh my goodness.
For consistency.
Kwa sababu saa zingine if you're starting out having all these fancy things in your house kila siku siwezi wapikia githeri tu every day na hiyo ndio tunakulanga
lazima uflex
kidogo tuone ni but then what does the back end look like you know
pretty good.
Because there's a lot of work that goes into cooking. There's the preparing, there's the cleaning, there's a lot, the editing. So what does the work look like back end and how has that translated into money for you?
Kabisa, if I can just explain it very simply. My process starts with identifying what I'm going to cook next. Identifying inaenda from research. My competition huko nje wanapika nini? Nisipike kitu kila mtu amepika, watu washazoea. What have I cooked last? Napenda kucheza moja traditional, nacheza ingine ya kuflex hizo
the good one.
Naingia Asia kidogo na vitu kaa hizo. Then short ones na long ones. So research nafanya hivyo alafu naingia YouTube, School of YouTube University. Hapo tuko na kila kitu. Nikishaingia hapo, it usually takes me around. Na hii kitu si story ajabu. People who have worked with me na wamekuwa around me wanajua I take like 5 hours on YouTube. Peke na cookbooks zile niko nazo kwa hao for the simplest recipe. Why I do that is to see what has been done around the world. I do local, naangalia local, watu wanaifanya nini around, my colleagues wale wapishi, shout out to them by the way. Alafu naangalia worldwide. And then from there now you create your own. Based on the knowledge you have in your mind na hiyo. Then unaitoa. After that, of course, preparation take like an hour or two. Then shooting take 2 to 3 hours. Then tunapumzika. Then editing. We usually edit on the same day, but voiceover sipendi kuifanya that day juu nimechoka. Napenda kesho niko asubuhi niko good vibes. Good vibes naanza tu kuongea. Depending on the vibe, inaweza take a short time ama pia ikae kama motivation haiko.
And then how do you then diversify? Because you're not just creating content, like you're not just cooking and posting, but you're also doing partnerships, you're also influencing, you're also like you're doing
the gigs, watu wana book in advance kwenda kuchomewa nyama imekuwa aged, imekuwa imefanywa sijui nini for months.
How long? How do you do that? But we need to go on a break. I know, because I do not want to rush you into it. But Portia, we'll have to say goodbye to you because she's a boss babe. She gotta go. She gotta go. Okay, camera yake ni gani? Which one is your camera? This one. Okay. So speak to the people who are watching you at home. Maybe want to start, say, a thrift business or social media influencing, don't know what to do, how to start, what do you have to tell them very quickly?
Okay. Hi guys. So just start with whatever you have. Be consistent and be honest in everything that you do. And make sure the quality is nice. And you can follow me on Small Thrift. That is the business page. Nawahitaji. Nawahitaji sana. My personal page is Portia Hagusu, Portia Hagusu.
All right. Na mnunue nguo.
Please.
Okay, so we're taking a break and just to remind you the question. Swali letu ni nini leo?
Swali letu la leo, your digital hustle nickname. Tunakupa leo kama hujai kuwa nayo. What's your digital side hustle nickname? Use your last snack plus your favorite app and then tell us. Ukizi combine. What is that? Because that is your side hustle nickname. NTV. Ile comment ilikuwa
Success inaukasa ile preparation ina meet opportunity.
Ndio kitu imefanyika hapa.
Msanii unataka dancer. Ndio huyo dancer.
Wimbo mzima.
Mimi ni manager.
Opportunity.
Opportunity ndio hiyo. Mimi ni manager wake. Si ndio hiyo?
Red card.
Now we're talking.
Karibu sana.
Karibu sana. What a way to ease into the
yeah, I know, right? The weekend is right here. Let me have a question. Go. I think it's a blessing to have Holiday here kwa sababu pia background yake tunajua muziki, and then we have Gody, Tennor in the building. To know that itaweza. Mnajuanga ama ni sisi tunastukanga tu liwezanga, hata wewe unastukana sisi kumbe inaweza. Because it's just bang after transition to and then.
Unaweza jua.
Unajua. Aje
unaweza record tu ujue hii ni normal.
Imeua.
Is it because you like it? Okay, there's a time here in this building nation, we were told when you put out content, don't put out content that you like. Put out content that the audience likes.
Yeah.
Okay? Sasa wewe ukisema bado unaweza jua tu. Unajua aje? Is it because you like it? Is it because pia ukinini unasikia tu inaguza mahali?
Unaweza fanya music yenye unajua hii ndio kitu wase wanataka saa hii.
Okay.
Before we release, hata wewe mwenyewe inakubamba tu. Unapata ukisha record song ukienda home, bado tu unaimba.
Yes.
So before you release the song, unajua tu ni banga.
Okay.
Na pia kuna yenye unaweza release. Haijakubamba lakini ukipea mafans.
I mean, you said the same. You said the same before we went on a break. Okay, so there's something that you want to talk about, right? Partnership, influencing,
balancing all of this.
Tunachoma nyama.
Many kata silent koenda kuangusha punchline.
Go.
We're talking about the business aspect.
Yes.
Like now pale. Okay, hiyo nimeeleza tu process. Vile tu hata shout out to Ombachi Mswadan. Vile tu alisema the way recipe ina take a full working day. Same to zetu, but now ikikuja the money. Na pia kuna mtu aliuliza swali I think hapa nyuma like pesa inaanza kuingia wewe. Unajua ukianza. Me business najua ni any business you start like ukiweza within 2 hours 2 years rather you're blessed. Ina take a lot of quick dose. Also, ina take a lot of investment na pumping back in refinancing.
Okay.
Na business ikiweza vuka the 3-year mark, in any business, your business it's highly likely kuendelea.
Okay.
That's why wasanii wengi wataanza na banga moja, lakini hata kama miaka 3 au sio. And then utaona mtu ameanza biashara, whatever business it is, na itaendelea. So you have to keep on balancing now your real value na perceived value. Yani unaendelea tu, yani real value sasa ni kila watu wananiona. No, perceived value ni watu wanaona mimi staff fulani. But real value iko aje mfuko. Unajua naishi vizuri. Yeah, so I'm always coming back to that. The simple word ni balance. Unajua create a balance, so we're always hata tukicreate bado tuko hapo tunacheka na watu kwa comments as you gather more information. And then my first brand actually ndio ilikuwa point.
Okay.
Tunaongea kama politician.
Tukupatie mic.
Nimeenda huko nikakuja. Nilikuwa kukumbuka basically deal yangu ya kwanza ilikuja after 1.5 years ya kwanza kupika.
Okay.
Una get ni vile sitaki mention brands, but sema nilianza 2020 April hapo COVID ikihit count 1.5 years nikapata moja ya kwanza. Nikaambia my advisors hata familia wale walikuwa washanga hizi kazi gani kila wakaona at least kuna kitu. Ya pili, ya tatu, ya 4, ya 5. Mpaka siku moja nakumbuka tumetoka sherehe fulani, yani ile tu unarudisha mwili nini. Scratch sana. Asante sana. Tumetoka sasa hata mpishi pia umejiachilia kidogo. Pesa inaingia. Boy wangu anaanza nimba, anambia nimba pesa mingi. Ya brand gani? Sijui. Juzi kwa mingi. Ilifika hiyo point yani na I don't do it for the money, but that's an indicator.
Okay. You know me, I'm nosy. What is like the biggest amount of money that you've made from either a brand deal or influencing? Because like you rightly put, there's so many parents out here who say mtoto wao anataka kwanza say like something on that. Like sasa ina pesa.
Tunamesha hata aje. Tunafanya how many hours? And sometimes it's more hours than people who are probably in the corporate world.
And we understand. we understand the parents. Hata mimi nikianza usanii si walikuwa unajua wazazi wako wanataka kuona watu wakiingia into arts and stuff. But if it wasn't making money, mimi ningekuwa naifanya
bado sidhani kama ingeendelea sana.
Nimejibu swali.
Bado.
Ile swali nozi.
Biggest amount of money that you've
made.
I've made a lot of money. Nime make millions like for sure.
Okay.
Mimi kuna ni vile sitaki ku mention brands. Kuna deal moja nilipata 900 yani. Hiyo ni moja na at the same time nilikuwa na do ingine but hiyo ni over how many months? 3 ilikuwa 3 months. So there's a time wacha nikwambia at one of those peaks because peaks zinaenda.
Oh yeah, yes it's true.
At those peaks hiyo time nilikuwa nasema I'm getting something. Brand moja hapo per month ina kuna 250 yake.
Okay.
Ya pili kuna 250 yake. Alafu nilikuwa na 100 na 80 na kengine nakwambia hiyo siku
kengine umesikia kuna kengine
wewe unajua nani wanaangalia serikali wanaangalia wacha na tuko tao hapa chini mnaweza cut. But anyway, acha nimalize hii story because Musa hawezi story poa. So hiyo time ndio tuko hiyo sherehe ndio boy wangu nikarudi tena nikasema goodness akanza nimba nikamwambia bro na anka MP.
Pesa imeingia you're
like ukiangalia hizi
Yeah.
So to me it's ni kwambia wazazi huku nje that unajua it works and it's working but it doesn't come easy because nothing comes easy. Hata hii kazi mnafanya
easy. It doesn't come easy. Haya. Na kuna swali. Kuna msanii, kuna wasanii wawili alafu pia kuna
Hanza.
Haya. Please keep it short, okay? Very short and straight to the point. Okay.
Okay. I go by the name Jacob Tennor once again.
Mwambie tusema vizuri. Red card utatuma. Muulize natuma wapi red card?
So for me, vile amesema mama dancer, then most of the dancers wanawakingi na wasanii mostly. So utapata msanii amekaa anadai mumfanyie a song or after the song mumpostie kwa accounts hizo za kutrendisha the sound. Then utapata umempea red card. Hiyo ni vile wamesema. Muongea vizuri but mkishapiga the job anaanza kuwapelekea makona. Then most of utapata team flickers ndo huko ama dancers wenyu. So utapata mmepata gig ya show shule, mmeenda mmeperform but behind the stage unajua pia mnatakanga madancer zaidi. But saa utapata hizo ndo gig si wewe upata but utapata wametunyima. Msanii ana perform tu solo, madancers wa yuko kwa nyuma. Then utapata design my influencers, most of the influencers kaki na Colo Blue na Sieko. Mtapata most of the artists wanawataka kwa their videos juu awashapata wako na followers na kuna sisi huko nyuma pia season ndo gig tunategea but kuna watu washachukua zote juu mimi aya sijakata niko na followers juu I have a team of curious cousins ni watoto wana dance the dance class but tutapata hizo gig ni ngumu kupata juu kuna watu already washazichukua
swali
so kwa nini natumia most of the influencers than muangalie uko nyuma ma dancers kuna wengine uko nyuma.
Okay, good question, all right? Okay. Wacha tupatie wale wajaongea kwanza alafu yes. He has a mic here.
My name is Steve. I'm also venturing into the food business.
Okay.
So big shout out to you. So my question is based on what he has said, how do you get to a place where you've created capacity to a point where you're not finding yourself compromising? Because nimejipata kwa some tight spots. Somebody comes and they tell you we have like a family gathering or I want you to do for me like a meal prep ya wiki na mnasikizana vizuri. Then ikifika ni mambo ya payment they're like so do you get to a place where you're now working based on contracts ama how do you do it juu huko nje tunaoshwa?
Okay. We have one more.
One more. Nani huyo kuna swali? Do you have a question? Okay, go.
Okay, my name is Alvin. My question is directed to Gody Tennor. So, Gody, I want to understand which criteria do you guys use to come up with music? Because not just sometimes unaonanga people unakiwa beat lakini una flow na unajua lazima ujipange. I need to know, is it more than a talent ama it's something that mnahonga meandika, and which type of criteria do you use to identify that this is the best person I can collaborate with, whether he's an upcoming or sana kwa upcoming, because naonanga mostly it stars to star. Mostly the upcomings are patangi that platform ya could do a good collab.
Good question. The last one, and then we answer those, and then
my question inaenda kwa msanii. So msanii, you know, wakisha kwa hii field ama kwa hii industry kuna kuanga na that thing ya ego. So unapata some upcoming artist wanataka at least wapate kukua nao, wa-educate, waonyeshe njia venye watu wanapenetrate huko. But sasa msanii akishakuwa na followers like 2 million followers, because hawahitaji tena. Hata wakikuja kwa ground ama wakikuja show kama hizi, na kuna wasanii kama huyu rafiki yangu ni dancer, lakini sasa atakuwa na communication hapo tu. Lakini akifika huko nje hata boda kupata ile communication ya huyu ama ku-communicate. So swali yangu ni nyinyi mkishakuwa na that ego, after wameshashushwa chini like after 2 years 3 years, unapata hao watu wanadharau, wanakuja ground, wanatuletea pay bills, wanatuletea material number, because kuna wasanii wenye wameshashuka chini. Let's tell the truth.
Nyavu zilishushwa.
Unaona? So how do you, kama wewe msanii, how do you deal with the ego yenye hao wasanii wengine wako nayo? Hatusemi wewe uko nayo. Lakini unaona?
Okay.
How do you use that wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good questions. Okay, who wants to go first?
Mimi mpishi.
Hivyo ndio umejitoa kwa hiyo noma.
Ukikataa unaondokea.
Niuliza mingi.
Haya, tunaweza ni gani unakumbuka?
Okay, which one do you want to start with? Yeah, mwisho.
Yeah, ego.
Mimi sinaga ego. Nina kwa humble. But pia ina depend na vile una approach msanii. Hiyo your first approach pia ina matter. Kuna vile unaweza kuja mtu ajue uko serious, na kuna mtu atajua huu ni beginner, ni joker. Swali ya dancer ilikuwa
kwa nini tu mnachukua wale wamemake it wako na followers wengi?
Tuna try kujimaintain pia si tukue hapo juu, una get. So the moment umetumia msee yako na numbers, atakusaidia kusell music yako.
Okay.
Iende viral. Na hata huyo msee yako na numbers akifanya hiyo music, wewe mwenyewe una numbers, lazima utaifanya. So mostly lazima tukute hao ma big fish ndo watatupatia numbers zao wase wengine. But kama pia we ni unajiamini na we ni bado hujamake, ukipiga tu mboka yako fiti na kujaga inajipa.
That's true.
Alafu pia ukisikia msanii yako na video shoot unatokea nini hivyo. Inakuja inajipa.
Enda kwa hizo places.
1.5 years kabla apate brand deal yake ya kwanza. So it might take a bit of time, but consistency and showing up.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kulikuwa na swali lingine ya msanii anajibiwa, because those the dancers who've made it out ndo wanatumika criteria to come up with a song, I think, right?
Yeah,
and also collaborations. Like how do you decide nani una collaborate na yeye?
First of all, unaangalia vibe. The vibe of the msanii. Na pia vitu anaimba, kama ni vitu zitabamba majenzi ama hazitabamba. Alafu inspiration pia. Before ufanye ngoma lazima uko inspired. Like sisi si uchora ngoma na real life story. Naweza kuwa nimekaa hapa nafikiria kuhusu hii kamera. Leo niandike ngoma kuhusu hii kamera but in a different way.
Okay.
So tuseme tu hiyo ndo criteria ya kuchora dobo.
So inspiration inatoka anywhere?
Anywhere. Real life too. Naweza kwa maandamano, hivi one tear gas, ufikirie hiyo moshi, uchore ngoma ya moshi. Nakoga hivyo. Hapo pia kama hiyo song yangu ya One Time. Mtu anaweza dhani ni political song.
But it's not.
But nime twist hiyo jina One Time nikaileta kwa love theme. So ukisikiza vizuri utasikia huyu anaongelelea mapenzi one time.
Yeah.
But kuna mtu atasikiza dhani hii ni politics.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Holly, I have a question for you, but yeah, do you want to answer yours first?
Yeah, before I answer the question, and shout out to you, by the way. You make it.
Yeah.
You make it. You saw your mandamano. Unaweza revisit. Kuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia ati nilete machine yangu ya smoking next time kwa streets.
Yes.
Yani kuna hiyo ni opportunity.
Yeah.
But nikasema mtu alinipatia feedback. Anafikiria vizuri man. Unajua it's an idea. Probably
you anafaa kuwa in your inner team.
Nikasema ina connect na kila mesema like ukienda ku approach mtu unataka kuwork naye ongea vizuri. Hit the point. Unajua nipige business idea hatari. Hata ndaenda ni kufollow mimi mwenyewe.
That's true.
But talking about business and the way the industry is upishi, to me it's I'll just give you the pointers that mimi niliona zilinisaidia. First, present yourself vizuri. Jipresent vizuri. Now, kujipresent vizuri doesn't mean that now you need a lot of money to dress well na nini. Whatever you're going to do, hata kama ni yako katumbukiza, kapika vizuri, weka vizuri. I walked into an office ya brand moja juzi, nikisign deal fulani, alafu kuingia, ana jamaa bosi ananiangalia hivi. Nashinda mbona ananiangalia hivi? Kaa chini. Akasema, "Nyie watu hamjui jamaa. Huyu jamaa anaweza pika tumbukiza." Yaani kama tu ile yako nyumbani, lakini vile yake anafanya. So imagine hiyo tu kujipresent tu vizuri, like itafanya uget kitu moja pale digital tu yani. Picha ikae tu vizuri. Unaona hata mimi natembea jamaa wangu hapa, naomba nikishaka vizuri hivi nipige picha moja safi naenda kuziweka. So it's about aesthetics. It's about aesthetics. So jipresent tu vizuri. And then competitive advantage ni kitu uko nayo watu wengi hawana. So know what that is. There are some influencers hawapendi kuongea. Na si kutaka kwao yani hawapendi ama wajui. So usikimbizane huko, kuna mtu anaweza fanya kitu better than you, so mwachie afanye ufanye kile unaweza fanya. So kwa tuna hiyo competitive advantage. Naweza gusia tu kitu moja, sidhani nimeuliza, but I remember off camera tulikuwa naongea juu ya Facebook, TikTok, Instagram na hizi platforms zingine. Imagine, look for business everywhere. Have your ears and eyes open.
On all platforms.
My friend's mom, who is one of my biggest supporters, shout out Mama Sonia, like, I am Benga Dave, I saw your tumbukiza on Facebook.
Inafikia mtu huko.
Different audiences on different platforms.
You like WhatsApp, right? My mom, anapigia my sister Joy, anamwambia niaje, Dave kwani ana pesa ama akona depression? Kwa nini? Sioni akipost WhatsApp.
And that's they're there.
So after business kila mahali. One of my mwisho.
It's okay. Tuko na time.
One of my biggest deals. Na hii brand hata sitaisema lakini mmeniona nikiwork nayo consistently. Kwa sure mnajua. Ilikuja Instagram kwa DM. Si email, si call, ati vile manager sijui nini. DM. So mu take time kwenda kuangalia. Hata saa ingine nikaa nimeboeka ya jibu zile za hi.
Tufanye hi back.
But nilienda tu nikaona jina fulani. Then nikaona tu ameenda, "Hi Dave, I like your content. I was thinking if we can work together. If you're willing, niambie." Akaniambia sina much, niko na tukaanza hivyo na nikapiga na hiyo pesa ka double by the end of the year. Na sasa hii yani that's one of my most consistent brands. So biashara inaweza toka anywhere. Watu sikimbilie, build brand. Ndio maana ameitwa hapa hivi sasa hivi. Ndio hiyo brand.
And also, Dave, sometimes, okay, we're due on a break, Maybe we'll use this after the break, right?
Yes.
But let's take that break because it's a long question. But the question that we're asking you today is very simple. What is your digital side hustle nickname? Use your last snack and your favorite app. On X, huyu ni Paul amesema Burger X. Burger last time, and then favorite ni X, and then Joanne, Almond X. Okay. All right. We have more on WhatsApp. Okay. Let's see what people are saying on WhatsApp. Okay. This one says, I am Nicholas from Odhaya. Napenda samosa na TikTok.
Samotik.
Hey, watu wa samosa watchers. Hey, hi. The last snack I ate was chicken nuggets, and my favorite app is Duolingo. So, Chinolingo.
Okay. All right.
Hey, that's a good one. All right.
My last snack was a candy. My favorite app is Facebook. It would be Candy Book or Sweet Face or Sweet Book. Sounds saucy, it does.
Oh, I like Sweet Face.
Sweet Face.
Yeah, Sweet Book. Okay. Hi,
Vicky.
You are creative.
Vicky is my happy fan number one. Gody Tennor. It's Vicky. Last snack, kebab, and the favorite app, Instagram, which I could call Grambab.
Hey, way creative.
Imeteka a while kabla nijue. Nimeshikanisha. Hey, Joy from Vipingo. My favorite snack is Ndoma. My favorite app is Facebook. My nickname, Doma Face. Doma Face.
Okay.
My last snack was Smocha. My favorite app is Instagram. My nickname is Smogramcha.
Hey.
Yameni.
Hiyo tabtua iziba.
Kabla seme Smogramcha.
It looks like
scrumptious. Yes. Scrumptious Smogramcha.
Smogramcha. Hey, that's a good one. Patent that one, okay? Go to eBay. But keep sending them away. Remember, we have very few minutes before to end the show, like when we come back from the break. So take advantage of that and give us a call. Our lines are open. Our WhatsApp number is 0112-500-400 or our digital platforms at NTV Kenya across all board, okay? We'll see you after the break to stay with us.
Hapa ndani kuna nini? Watu wanafungua roho, which is a good thing. It's a safe space. It's a safe space.
We listen
and we don't judge. We find solutions. Welcome back. Today we're looking at the digital platform and how the people that we've invited here today, they have thrived in the things that they do, especially on those platforms. Wengi tuko, lakini pengine hera hatujapata. So vipi wao wameweza kupata hiyo hela? And we also are asking you a question today, and we are asking you what would be your digital side hustle nickname? And what you need to do is just use your last snack. Ulikula nini mwisho ka snack hivi, and what's your favorite app? Combine the two, and that will give us your digital side hustle nickname. You guys, the things you're eating huku nje.
Creativity.
Kuna Doma Face. Yes, I'm still stuck. Doma Face. But it's their truth. It's the Doma was their last snack.
Doma is the last snack. Yeah. All right, but we have some on WhatsApp. Okay, so this one says, hello, your world host and guests. My name is DJ Tarbo Koiwa Boss. Loving the show. Uliza Gody Tennor, Abanton. Si challenge kupata endorsements considering the audience bado hatujapata mukuchu. Hey, I am DJ Tarbo. My favorite snack is chips, and my favorite app is Facebook, so first chips. Ooh, okay, like that. Singumu pata endorsements and hivi. Yeah.
Ai ni rahisi.
Ni rahisi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ni rahisi, tuko na kadhaa.
Okay. So how do you go about it, like to get those endorsements? Why do you feel you get those endorsements given the niche that you're?
I guess ni discipline kitu ya kwanza. Alafu pia project yako lazima ikuwe safi, so that hizi corporates pia zinaangalia.
That's true.
Zinaangalia kila kitu yenye unafanya. Ukifanya tu makosa ni maybe utalose hizo endorsements.
So lazima the straight and narrow, unaishi the clean. But then kuna kitu ingine na sijui kama pengine ni mimi tu. But most of the songs zenye sitajua yote. Nitakutana nayo TikTok ni 1 minute na iko na dance move na inashika, yani unashinda ukiimba tu. And then eventually 1 month, 2 months later ndio uko na hii wimbo yote ukisikia the rest of the verse uko ndio hii. So is it intentional to just probably like push it, especially on TikTok with the dancers, and then now release the official video later?
And also, kuna songs zilibwa kitambo, like sijui how many years ago. But then with TikTok, wanafanya zina trend now, that now tunaget kujua hizo wimbo. Hizo songs.
Sema tu TikTok ina act kama inakuuzia tu ngoma, yani short. Alafu you don't have to post the whole song kwa TikTok. Juu watu wataboeka nao, wataenda YouTube. So the moment you tease ako kadogo, watataka kuisikiza yote. Sasa ukiona imeshikashika ndo unawadropia sasa.
Okay. So you use one platform to direct traffic to the other.
Sema side tunatumia TikTok tu.
Okay.
And is it in terms of money, because tulikuwa tuna nini uko tumepiga usoro kiasi. Unapata wimbo moja imetumiwa over 100,000 times by people making their own videos. Is there a way that you earn from that? The song being or going viral and it being used by people locally, internationally?
Okay, in some countries kuna vile unaweza make do. But I don't think Kenya tumeanza kumonetize na sound.
Okay.
The only place tuna monetize ni TikTok lives.
Okay.
Unapata unatumiwa hizo ma gifts. And then mtu pia anaweza gift video yako as an artist.
On TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok.
When you're not live?
Yeah, when you're not live. Ikimbamba tu anaweza gift.
Okay.
So hizo zote unakuja unazipata tu kwa rewards.
But then, so how then do you protect? Because we've seen a lot of originals, and then mtu amekuja either amefanya cover or anything, and then performs way better than the original. So how do you protect your? Because this is like intellectual property, right? Mtu asiibe tu akaenda ka make money, and then we better how make money. How do you protect your property, intellectual property at this point?
We have a distribution company. So distribute ngoma for the first time in a mark like in a copyright. So hata mtu mwingine akikuja distribute, yes inaweza enda viral kwake, lakini wewe ndo utakula do. Wewe ndo itakubenefit. Alafu pia unaweza distribute hapo juu utapata imeandika contains this sound by Gody Tennor. Most of the sounds inakuwaga hiyo. So unaweza pata hata ngoma yangu imetrend but sio mimi nimeianzisha challenge, maybe ni a dancer from somewhere.
Okay.
But hapo juu itaandika contains this song by this artist. Itakupea credit.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Uko na swali
Niko
you
nayo.
have a lot. Okay, but just what you're seeing on your screens. Kuna breaking news. Habari za hivi sasa. That is the missing blogger and activist Nyamwe Kinyagia is reportedly alive and well, and this is according to the family lawyer amepatikana. But of course, you'll get more updates, as we continue with the broadcast right here on NTV. So you want to stay tuned to that. But for now, swali unayo.
Nina swali. Nimeenda
kwa DM.
Nimeenda kabisa. Hey, what was the question?
Okay, can I ask as you really? Okay, so Holy Dave, in terms of, we've talked about monetizing and taking advantage of the opportunities and not seizing. But then again, for rate card, there are some people who might say, but sasa mimi tu ndo naanza. Mimi hata ukinipea 1,000, it is okay. Ama mwingine anakuambia na kulipa na exposure. Wasanii. Mnachukua dancers alafu wamea kulipa na exposure, all those things, right? Yeah. So how would you advise someone who's just starting out, doesn't know how to curate a rate card, and also history exposure? How do you navigate? Wakatai tu, like respectfully no, nipe tu pesa.
Very good question. And we're here to talk about your world.
Yes.
This is my world. So now too, like how it started for me. Your gig ya kwanza venye niliget. Sikuwa najua rate card niandike how much.
Okay.
Nikapigia Ben Psycho, boy wangu tulikuwa naimba naye, nikapigia Willis Raburu. One or two people najua. Ndio nijue, ndio ikuwe kama kayaji. Nikapiga ka average hapo na nikatuma. Nikaenda hivyo. Na ikakuwa sawa. Nikaanza kushare hiyo. And then there's another deal that came after that, grow, but ilikuwa brand kubwa.
Okay.
So nika consult Tennor. So always have advisors, by the way.
Yeah.
Mimi niko na team ya advisors. Yeah. Wataku keep grounded na humble.
Okay.
Especially watu pia wanaelewa finances. Yeah, so nikaenda ikiongezeka. Ile time niliwin ile award past live Yo watu waliongea Twitter sana mpaka nikatoka Twitter kama Uhuru. Mkwendo huko. Sisi.
Tulikufanyia ile kitu. Exas. Back then ilikuanga KOT.
Huko na chungulianga tu hivi. Hadi karibu uwe career. So your time nikiwin your award. Nikienda kuichukua nilikuwa naona ndachukua.
Okay.
Hapo nilikuwa already edit rate card.
Sindio inapanda. Inapanda.
Nili edit hiyo siku. Na hiyo time the brand ziko mingi, my advisors wananiambia usichukue more than 4 because pia utachoka. Alafu mwanzo kuona tu recipe tunakaa tu hapo mwisho nasema nasikia utamu.
But you're not feeling but that we
ni kwa sababu yenyewe mtanoti. Yeah, so ilienda ikiongezeka hivyo. And then bado make sure you're working with agreements na contracts. When you're starting, wataanza kukudharau hivi. So unajua wataanza tu mchezo but wewe mark tu. Mark tu.
Alafu ile siku anakuwa Portia unapatia red card huko.
Endelea kabisa. Alafu inafika point sasa red card sasa unaiweka hapo na si kuna cartel yetu by the way. But yetu ni cartel poa. Ni inapigania Kenya. Some of these influencers hata nisiwa mention now ma millennial we're friends na supigana tunasema hizi company pia zisitone nini. Because sisi we have nothing to lose. Tukai industry as much as our Gen Z wanaka. Kwa hivyo suwe kila mguu chini. Tunazi challenge and stuff.
Well, that's interesting. Nimekumbuka kabla ipote. Because what we're talking about today is social media, and there's a lot. We are like this. So kuna possibility, if the phase between before the first big earning, before the big yes, and that confirms you're on the right track. There's a lot of creation. Una create. Then sometimes we are stuck probably in a loop of I am not getting as much likes as I should. People are not noticing. Nifanye nini, and then you sort of get into like a dump of probably I'm not doing things right. I don't know what's happening. Mnajitoaje hapo? Ama mali probably for msanii unasikia sina nguvu ya kutoa ngoma ingine. Creative juice is done. How do you pull yourself up again? Or probably not, for the ones who are probably starting, for them not to get stuck in, if I don't have the numbers, then I'm not good enough. For you to keep going. Mnaweza chagua ni nani wasanii.
Like you go. But then can you also answer the question on exposure? Because there's a lot of people that say, wewe hata ndo umeanza tu, wacha nikupe exposure. And then before you know it, a lot of people are exploited. So how would you, and wewe ushailipwa na exposure, and then how would you advise someone to, like how Dave said, stay on your ground and say, hey, no, because I'm creative in this way or that way. I'm bringing something, you know. But
I mean, just like he said, ukienda kuachilia kitu hatari unajuanga ni hatari. Na si ati maringo ama nini. Unajua umewakia recipe for quite a while. Unajua ingredients umechukua the little money that imebaki kwa mfuko ukanunua, ukaita team pale watu wana clean, mtu ana shoot. No umefanya research, and it's something that Kenyans like. Sasa haita go wrong. So unaitandika na unaendelea. Na hiyo mimi napenda like ile feedback na get na results ndio inanifeed na endelea. When I started nilikuwa na work na small brands. Sasa hapo ndio hiyo swali yako ya exposure. Nikasema sina big brands, so I might as well. Kitchen yangu imejaa na hao imejaa products ya hizi small companies. When hizi companies zingine kubwa zilikam, nikasema guys tuko pamoja, tutakuwa na rushia content once in a while, but wacha ni get dough hapa hivi ndio ni build capacity, tumongeja capacity. And never have the pressure ya build capacity kama haujafika hapo. Ati unataka kutembea na PA, sijui unataka kutembea na videographer, photographer. Tembea vizuri tu. Wacha ikuwe need based. Capacity inafaa kuwa need based. So I did a lot of gigs kama hizo. After point nikaendelea sasa nikitrade in. Sasa hata pale nafika sasa kuna time mwaka ikianza, it was very low. I had like 1 or 2 brands. Hata one. Kwa team meeting unajua tukasema nini? Nikawaambia guys, this is the time I'm going to work the most. Wakaniuliza kwa nini? Nikasema hatuna brands but kuna time. Hakuna client tunamtumia approve. Tukatandika kazi. So the last month ndio brands imeanza kukuja na nini mwaka ikaanza kugrow, but wanaona content, hey Dave, we like your content. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Na itafika time unaendeleanga kugrow. Hiyo agreement yako sasa inakuwa sio unakupatia wewe ndio unawapatia. Unaget? Wewe ndio unawapatia terms.
It's like don't let the brands dictate what you're putting out. Stay consistent regardless.
Mimi nimesimama against brands. Kuna brands hata kadhaa zinipendi because wanataka nifanya content in a certain way. That's not me.
It's not you.
I don't believe in that. Hata nimekata pesa for that. So advise mfanye hivyo, but you go back to building a brand, knowing who you are, working hard, vile una work hard, and then once you're confident in yourself, izinaanza kukuja, you stay grounded and you start growing. Na hiyo jina yako itakukalisha tu ma places, and one gig brings another.
What is it that you can't work with as far as a brand? Is it what is it that inaweza fanya ukatae?
I mean, I'm a Christian, na sisemi ati Wakristo wafanye tu kama mimi, na nimetoka gospel industry mimi, na bado napenda Mungu. So I don't work with alcoholic brands. Na wameni approach watu kadhaa, na si kwa ubaya, sisemi watu wasifanye. That's a personal decision. But nimesema when I'm doing events, wakitaka, maybe. But kwa kitchen niekele kinini hapo hivyo.
No. It's like natupikia hapo na macocktail. You wouldn't do that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anything else? I'm just
like that's basically you asked what I wouldn't.
Yes. Like what is it about a brand that you wouldn't be comfortable to work with? Because again, it's a very tight balance. Pesa inaingia. So
ninaiwacha. Niko sure ninapata the next bag, you know.
I mean, to me, let me just answer it generally. It's just lazima kuwa na your worldview, your principles na morals.
Yes.
Na zako zina differ from zake.
That's true.
Na za kila mtu hapo. So hata me I go so detailed mpaka naangalia team ya watu na work nao kwa hizo company.
That's good.
There's a company nilienda 2 in 1 week na zikani offer na it's a related product. Na nikakata ile ilikuwa na more. Because hapo hivyo sikufeel your environment. Kadem kamoja hapo kanaanza kuniuliza Dave, we broke up sijui when. Hata sikumbuki tulidate. Alafu kanaanza kunitext jioni, so nikakata hiyo.
Ulijua itakuwa tabu.
Nikachukua hii iko na boys, hii iko na mwanaume ananiambia ni aje. Tuna kesho content to approve.
Usiseme kitu kingine.
Hapa si nikaenda kuotiwa. Sisemi kitu kingine controversial.
Okay.
Know yourself, stick to your principles and your values and don't allow. That's really good advice. Hi, I'm Sunny. Exposure, ushailipwa na exposure.
Mara mingi.
What happened? Can you remember one instance, but usitaje majina because it was that bad.
Sasa unajua ukianza ujuagi unaonaga tu umewekwa kwa form, umetolewa form, but kumbe kuna msana anakula do yako.
I think
unapata kuna msee amelipwa, wewe umekaa umeperform, kumbe ndo amelipwa.
Oh my days, that's sad.
But I think time ikiendelea pia ukiendelea kubuild tu brand yako, majobs you come.
Itafika point.
Like me, my first gig nilipata ilikuwa a club gig. Hiyo day waliniitia walikuwa wananipea around kitu 250. Mimi sijaiguza hiyo do. It's my first time. Unaona kumbe naweza lipwa hii do. Sasa unaanza kuwa kwa rate card yako. Unajua mimi naweza lipwa hii tuchwani. Sasa the next club ikikuita unawaambia hata 300. 500. But ukitumika tu una chill tu, unatumika kidogo. Alafu sa brand inakuwa big, inafika mahali mtu hawezi kutumia, inakuwa ni beyond.
I think that's powerful and it answers I think the question that you asked earlier. Iyo mbona watuchukui, mbona watu wengine hawalipwi and stuff. I think you do your time.
And it's okay sometimes. Ulipwa na exposure. Anza tu pole pole and then before you know
kuna mse atakunotice
mmoja tu tip over.
And that's when they tell you this is what we think you're worth, which you probably did not think. Kama usiku pengine wangekwambia ujirate, ungesema nipatie kafinje
hata 20.
But then something happens that tells you this is what you're worth. This is how much you can be paid. Na kutoka hapo sasa una skyrocket. Jipe nguvu.
Hey, last round ya questions.
Kuna maswali. Kuna huyu hajauliza na Masi.
Nani mwingine hajauliza swali hata wewe? Do you have a question? Masi, and please keep it short and then sasa tutapeana wengine wenyewe. I know yako ina bad. Wacha Masi tuaulize wa first. Go Masi.
Hello. And my question goes to Holy Dave. When I was growing up, kitambo, I knew you as a gospel artist. You were singing. Sasa kidogo TikTok, naona unapika, na pia YouTube. So my question is, can you still go back to kuimba gospel song? Ama sasa ushapata place, sasa umestick ukaona gospel maybe haikuwa na do kama vile kupika sahi iko na do. Unaweza goba ama unaweza fanya zote zikuwa mbili.
Yes, swali ni mzuri nimeuliza on behalf of many Kenyans.
Okay, all right. Do you have a question? Okay. Hello.
Sijui kama ni swali ama nataka kusaidika.
Sema
but
tu.
mimi personal, I'm a social worker by profession. Okay. And ningetamani sana kufanya content about mental health, psychology, things hizo za kuongea na watu about relationships, everything about like kusaidia watu kuhusu hizo vitu zinawasumbua. But now naangalia nasema kweli mimi na hizi likes zangu 30, will I make it? I even nilitengeneza account, another account.
Good
now,
job.
apart from yenye natumia, nitasema hii account itakaa hapa, nione wenye watanifollow, and then I'll start doing my content.
Okay.
So mnaweza niambia aje mtu naanza nisi give up na likes zangu 30 ama what should I do? Like I really want to grow. I really want to talk to
That's
people.
a really good question. Please start. Okay, me wacha tu niseme please start because mental health and whatnot it's something that really needs to be talked about a lot. Yes, so
na usingoje watu wakam ndio
uanze. Wewe
anza watapata ukifanya. Haya, sawa.
Unifollow.
We're ending up in the next 2 minutes. Okay, so swali moja yake. Okay, wewe umewashwa sana. Haya, go. Please keep it short. Tusianze story because tunafaa kutoka.
So out of curiosity, in my life I've learned that if you move together, you move far, and if you move alone, you'll move fast. So my question is located to Gody Tennor. Why there is this wave ilikuwa previously ilikuwa itangwa Gengeton, now there is this new face inaitangwa Urbanton. Why can't the artists come together and just do something? Because if they work together, they will go further rather than when people
Someone
are like creating ile division. So mimi nilikuwa nataka kujua, is there like a competition in that time ya ku bring each other down ama because
capitalism?
Okay. Sawa. I think there's a gentleman who's not asked a question the whole time here. Ni wewe akona mic.
Go Aki, please.
Short.
Okay. My name is Bernard. I'm a gospel artist. Yeah, I got 2 songs in YouTube. I can say I'm an young. Then zimeka karibu miezi 4 after nime record the audio. But followers wasongi, likes asisongi. Like what would you recommend me to do ili inipe ile motisha tena ya kurudi?
Okay.
Yeah.
Haya, sawa.
Okay. Why you have to go. You have to go. Please answer it in like that 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay. Kama mnaweza jibu zote in 10 seconds and then ama kwa hapa bado tutawajibu, but yes, very quickly before tunyolewe.
I mean, page haita grow to by itself. Weka content. Content ni images na videos. Create more than anyone else anafanya kile unafanya kwa hiyo industry. Si lazima ziwe vitu expensive, vitu long. Fillers pia. Tips za hiyo mental health na nini. Mimi muziki ni pop culture. Sasa mimi ni millennial, I'm growing older. So wacha tuachie the next generation. Tuliingia hiyo phase tuka bring out talent, tuka create, tuka build homes, tuka inspire the nation. And I want to thank God na pia watu wamekuwa kiniangalia hiyo time yote. Watu wakiangalia video zangu hiyo time yote. Au mafans ndio nilikuja tu nao. Si ati mimi si kuanza from scratch ndio nilikuja nao.
Okay. Hi, msanii. Unfortunately tunaambiwa twende kotini. Okay. DCI boss Mohammed Bin is in court. So yeah, let's cross over there, but tuko hapa bado, so we'll answer all your questions, all right? But let's cross over to the courts right now.